Hi Jess. So I'm in the process of buying a property and feel completely in the dark about what's happening. Have you ever bought before?
I have. I bought my first place last year, and it went okay. A few delays, but on the whole, I felt like I was involved. Is yours going okay?
Not exactly. I feel like I've been bound and gagged and thrown in the boot of my own car while someone else is driving. I'm getting travel sick already and want to get out.
Well, when I bought, I decided to take some control, particularly because I wanted answers to some questions that I had about flood risk and works that had been done in the house by the owners. A friend recommended that I order my own searches so that I could get answers sooner.
But didn't your solicitor do those for you?
Well, they would have done if I had left them to it. But I didn't want to wait for them to eventually get around to it. I wanted to get an order in straight away. My environmental report came back within an hour, putting my mind at ease regarding flooding. My local search took a bit longer, but when it did come back, I could find out all about planning and building regulations information, and could then ask the seller to clarify some of the information about the works that they had done. I didn't want to inherit any issues, you see. Have you seen your searches yet?
Nope. I think that they've ordered them though, but I don't really know for sure.
That's fairly typical from what I understand. Chances are that your solicitor has them back, or at least some of them, but they're unlikely to share them with you for fear that you will ask them questions that they don't really have the time to answer. They'll be busy with hundreds of files and won't want to be interrupted.
So when will I see them? I've tried to get in touch with them, but they're always busy and I often don't get a call back or a reply to my emails, other than the really blunt one that says, "We've got your email, so don't email us again."
Most people don't get to see their searches until they're sent a contract to sign, and that's right at the end of the process. I went to Property Searches Direct for a number of reasons. Firstly, I could decide when to get them underway. Secondly, the reports came to me and my conveyancer at the same time. And thirdly, Property Searches Direct were much easier to get hold of when I had any questions about what the reports were saying. All that aside, I wanted to drive progress and let the estate agent and seller see that I was committed to the purchase, as I really didn't want them to pull out on me. I also wanted to make sure that my conveyancer had one less thing to worry about. They weren't comfortable about me buying my searches initially, but I reminded them that I was the client and I could spend my money when and how I wanted to be comfortable with my purchase. I mentioned Property Searches Direct and they were okay then.
I wish I'd known that sooner. So what can I do now as I'm in a bit of a rush?
Well, you want your conveyancer to get the job done properly, so you don't want them cutting corners. However, if you can get hold of them, ask for the reports that they have had back so far, and if they don't have any because they haven't placed an order yet, tell them that you would like to order them yourself at Property Searches Direct. They have an amazing 5-star customer service rating on Trustpilot and are really easy to get hold of. You will feel far more involved in the process.
Perhaps I might feel like someone has let me out of the boot of my car and put me back in the driving seat?
Exactly! Do it today and take control of your purchase with Property Searches Direct.